Hi, Greg. Thank you so much for agreeing to meet with me today.
Sure.
Right.
How are you doing, Mazra?
I'm okay, thank you. Can't complain.
Good.
So I'd just like to get us started, I'd like to ask you if you could introduce yourself, your role at Digilogix, and Digilogix focus when it comes to document solutions.
100%. So my name's Gregori Muiznieks. I'm a team leader at Digilogix. I've been in the industry for 10 years. Obviously fallen in love with the solution side of things just because it adds so much value. And essentially Digilogix in a nutshell is a Xerox concessionaire. And then the company itself's been going for around 25 years. A lot of the Xerox product is software based, and this fits nicely where, they don't have that type of product.
Thank you for that answer. And how would you describe the current market in South Africa as far as document solutions is concerned, and what trends do you see shaping the future?
100%. I think there's a huge opportunity. The reason being, I think the average printer salesman has neglected the software side of things.
Right.
So I think if with a little bit of training, the average printer salesman that has focused just on box dropping will focus on the entire solution, adding value, and in so doing increase, software sales. There's so many companies out there that have neglected this side of the business.
Okay, right. So the software sales essentially has been lacking somewhat.
100%. Okay. And then no fault through the product. I think it's just a case of because the sales cycle is so long and sales is such a cutthroat business. I think the average salesman just focuses on selling the printer and running away.
Right.
Whereas if you bundle it correctly, you can almost sell the software and include the printer free.
Right.
It's just training, especially my team in a way that you look at the solution rather than just the MFP.
Right. And can you highlight specific features in UBUNYE's basket of solutions that have enabled you to meet the requirements of your clients, especially seeing that they're forever changing?
100%. I think the main thing is obviously besides the value add, it's the time saving element to it.
Right.
I've essentially sold the product basically just on a time saving thing, and ultimately time is money.
Right.
So if you take, for instance, a pile of documents, you submit it, it sorts it, creates a workflow. So whereas the manual process itself takes so long, and with all the bundles that you've got, the value adds that you guys give out, it really does save time.
Right. And can you share notable achievements that resulted from our successful partnership?
The first success story that springs to mind is a multinational company that kind of specifically HR that would need to create a file which consisted of like 4 digits for sub-Saharan Africa,
Right.
Africa, Middle East, Southern Africa, Gauteng, and then each of those would be a four-letter number.
Right.
And for instance, the HR team took a day to do one file just because of the complexity of the manual process.
Right.
And after we had installed, specifically ScannerVision, they would get through 10 files a day. So for instance, that whole process of naming a file, just for instance, that naming process is taken care of automatically. A workflow was created. And essentially, once I showed the person in HR, I didn't even have to sell anything further. He ran to his line manager. His line manager was so impressed. And, just for instance, going back to the time-saving, the whole time-saving feature,
Right.
that's essentially, the value add.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. And when it comes to support, so think about pre-sales, post-sales, licensing, and so on. How has our interaction, at least as far as you're concerned as a client, how has the team supported you with that regard?
100%. So I think that the main, from my point of view, it's the support itself. So you yourself, Mizra, we've done quite a few quotes and proposals together, and I love working with you. The reason being, if there's any issues, you're one phone call away. Right. What I find, with a lot of other vendors, the product itself is fantastic, but if something goes wrong, there's a million different things that you have to do to try fix it. Whereas you're very hands-on, it's nice to know I can go into a sale not having to worry about the support element, because at the end of the day, it's my name on the line, right, and in essence, your product. Right. So if you give the support that we need, it's just so much more confidence going into a sale, knowing that, if anything does go wrong, and there will always be the teething issues in the initial setup, you have my back, and that's, for me, a headache-free process.
Okay. And we have a whole support team
100%,
that
100%.
assist with this as well.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Greg, thank you so much for your time and for meeting with me.
No problem.
I really appreciate your time, and I'm wishing you a great day.
Okay, thanks, Mizra. Good luck. Cheers, man. Bye-bye.
Okay.